Stella, can I talk to you for a moment?
Alan, taking a break now? I'm on a break too, so it's fine. What's up?
Well, you know about the gift for Mother's Day for our mom, right? I've been thinking about it for a while, you know? I've finally made a decision, so I wanted to let you know.
Ah, you mentioned it before. By telling me, does that mean you're planning to give something relatively expensive?
Exactly. Well, it seems tough to cover it with just my allowance.
If it's okay with you, Stella, could you contribute some money?
What do you think?
Since your mom has been taking care of me too, it's totally fine for me to chip in. Well, it depends on what it is. What are you thinking of sending?
I'm thinking of sending her on a trip.
Mother's Day is right before vacation, right?
A trip, huh? If we go, it'll be during vacation, right?
I have work too, so that's how it will be. I thought we could make it an early present. Since we only have one parent, I don't think she has ever been on a trip or anything.
I think she'll be really happy.
Did you talk to her about this?
Before I contacted you, she called me. I briefly mentioned it to her at that time. She said it's okay to go for about 2 nights.
I see.
I know that a trip can be financially challenging, but I want to show a giving back to her.
Can we somehow manage to use our savings?
Well, it's true that she has taken care of us. Okay, I'll cover the remaining amount.
Really? Thank you. Mom will be happy too.
You're welcome. The details of the trip haven't been decided yet, right?
We decided on it today, actually. She said she'd like to go to a hot spring if we go. We're going to plan to discuss it again.
Then, let me know once the details are confirmed. I'll withdraw the money.
Thank you so much.
I know it's going to be a lot of trouble, but I'm counting on you.
But are you okay? Vacation is coming soon, isn't it? From now, all the hotels must be fully booked, right?
I'll look into that, including availability. Well, we've made some preliminary arrangements, so I think it'll be fine.
I see, that's good then.
Also, I'm sorry to say this to you, but for this trip, I want it to be just us, without you. I know it will make you feel lonely, but
I understand. It's your first trip together as a parent-child duo. I'm not completely oblivious to the situation. So go and enjoy it, just 2 of you.
I really appreciate you. In return, I'll accompany you during the rest of vacation.
Remember what you said, okay? I want to visit my parents' house and go out for some fun too. Make sure you keep me company, alright?
of course. I'll do my best to make sure you have a good time. Well then, I'll get back to work.
Thank you so much for this time.
Got it, I'll get back to work too. Good luck, Alan. Alan, how's it going for you? Have you arrived at the hotel already?
We just checked in a little while ago. We're discussing where to have lunch with her right now.
I'm glad you arrived safely. I looked up some websites briefly. And there are many delicious things in the area, right? What are you planning to eat?
I'm torn between Chinese food and sushi. Both places look delicious.
Lucky you! Now I feel like having something to eat too. Maybe I'll get some Chinese food for lunch today.
In that case, we'll go for sushi.
Don't compete in weird ways. But it's really good. I'd love to go to a hot spring too. Take me there next time, okay?
Let's go on the next long weekend or something.
By the way, I'm really sorry.
Huh, what's wrong? Why the sudden apology?
Well, Stella, you've listened to my selfishness, right? And because of that, I'm making you feel lonely. So I'm really sorry.
It's fine, really. Besides, she's been good to me too. I gave my approval for this trip, remember? I'm not suddenly concerned about it or anything.
Thank you, really.
Instead, since you're already there, you should have fun. It would be pointless if you can't enjoy yourself because you're worried about me. You should apologize to her.
You're right about that.
I'll decide to enjoy myself to the fullest now.
That's right. Just make sure you give me your full attention when you return. For now, cherish the time with her.
That's what I'll do.
Thank you so much.
It's your first trip with her, after all. Usually, you go to visit her alone. But occasions like this should be treasured.
As much as I enjoy it, I'll definitely buy back some souvenirs for you. Should you look forward to it too?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
And I know this might not be the best timing, but I'm planning to go out for drinks tonight. It's been a while. We're planning to do some sightseeing tomorrow morning, so I might be late if you try to contact me.
If that's the case, it's totally fine. I'll refrain from contacting you unless it's an emergency.
I'd appreciate it if you could do the same. Well then, I'm going out to eat. See you later.
Let me know as soon as you wake up.
I just woke up.
By the way, I checked the call history and you've been calling since last night. What's with the phone calls? We're on a trip with my mom, so stop calling so much. Didn't I ask you to refrain from calling yesterday?
I said to only contact you if it's an emergency, right? But you haven't been answering at all, and it's causing trouble.
I'm sorry about that. So, what happened after all?
Your mom passed away. The funeral is scheduled for the day after tomorrow.
What?
What kind of joke is this? I don't understand.
You don't understand? That's my line. Aren't you on a trip with her? But last night, I received a call from the hospital saying, your mother-in-law is in critical condition.
Is it true? Where are you right now?
I've been at the hospital since last night. I found it strange because you two were on a trip. Then I received a call from a relative and rushed there immediately. I've been calling you the whole time, you know?
No, wait a minute. Seriously, is that true that my mom passed away? You're joking, right?
So I'm telling you what happened. When I arrived at the hospital, she was already gone. They were doing mortuary care on her when I got there.
This can't be true.
Anyway, I'll come back right away.
About that, you know. You don't have to come back.
Huh? What are you talking about?
She's my mom, you know?
That's exactly why. What were you doing when your own mother was in critical condition? Lying to me and probably having an affair, right?
Stop with these baseless accusations. I haven't done anything like that.
Then who are you on this trip with? Your mom is here. Where are you? Can't say anything, can you? Because that's the truth.
Even if I were having an affair, so what? What does that have to do with my mom?
Because it's relevant, I'm telling you.
What are you talking about? Where's the relevance?
When you occasionally went back to her house alone, it wasn't to visit her. It was just an excuse for your affair, right? Even more, you were also asking her for money.
Why are you bringing up that now?
The auntie who contacted me told me about it. She said that you only visited your mom when you were with me, and that she struggled financially because of the money you asked her. I was really surprised because I didn't know any of that.
But even so, that doesn't justify this, right? The fact remains that I'm the only child of my mother. Do you have the right to stop me from visiting my own parent?
I don't have that right. I can't even stop you from attending the funeral.
Well then, that's fine.
Stop interfering.
But you know, it's not just my opinion. It's the collective sentiment of all your mom's relatives.
Everyone.
They don't want to meet someone like you. They're saying, don't come to the funeral. You don't have the qualification to bid farewell to a mother to who you caused suffering and betrayed your wife. Understand?
Don't mess with me. I'm definitely going, alright?
Oh, really? Well, do as you please then. Well, I don't think they'll let you in, though.
What do you mean by they won't let you in?
You'll find out when you come and see, won't you? Well then, I have preparations for her funeral. So please don't contact me anymore.
Hey, Stella. Say something to them too. They're not letting me in at all.
Didn't I tell you yesterday? They won't let you in. Have you finally understood?
Why can they let you in and not me? I'm a real son, you know.
It's just that they don't want you to attend. All the relatives are saying that if you come, they'll turn you away. In fact, they won't let you in, will they?
But even so, this is just unbelievable. It's seriously annoying. Whose mother's funeral do you think this is?
I don't think complaining there will make any difference. Anyway, just be quiet and behave, all right?
No, I'll definitely go in. I'll go and have a talk with them. Seriously, it's impossible to reason with them. They said, how dare such an unfilial child like you show up? Seriously, stop joking around.
Have you given up already? It's obviously a waste of time, and the funeral is about to start soon.
That's exactly why. You're inside, aren't you? So tell them to let me through.
Of course, I do not want to, right? Why should I have to help you? Let me tell you, I feel the same as everyone else. In fact, it's because you never paid attention to her until now, right? So why is it now?
I never expected things to turn out like this.
You're the one who caused all this, you know? And yet you still look like it's not your fault. How shameless can you be?
Don't get mad at me just because I had an affair. It's said having an affair is a sign of a man's worth, right? Just let it go and let me in already.
It's up to us to decide that. Don't act defiant and say things that make no sense. And by the way, don't try to force your way in. If you do, I'll call the police.
Don't make a big deal out of it. I just want to bid farewell to my mom.
Even if that's the case, no one wants that. So, it's pointless. Plus, it would be troublesome if the police were called, right? It would be troublesome for me too, so just wait in silence.
So you're okay with me having an affair?
Why do you think that?
Because if your husband gets arrested, it would be troublesome, right? So, does that mean you're not concerned about the affair?
Never! I just don't want the divorce process to be a hassle. I have no intention of forgiving you and the woman you had an affair with. I'll take as much money as I can from you.
No, seriously, give me a break. I'll give back to you for this trip's expenses. So please forgive me.
How are you going to repay? You didn't have that money, so you lied to me and went on the trip, right?
Well, my mom passed away, right? That means there are mom's properties. Considering that, it would be a loss to get divorced now, you know? You understand that much, don't you?
I can't believe you're saying such things when you're at a loss for words. It was the right decision not to let you in, after all.
What do you mean by that?
That's the reason why we're getting a divorce, because you don't understand that. Got it? Just stay quiet. Don't say anything that will embarrass my mother-in-law any further.
Is that really okay? Don't you also want some? If we get divorced, you'll definitely regret it.
I would regret it if I had stayed as your wife. So let's get divorced. It's the choice that won't make me regret. After that, I ignored his contacts and the funeral ended without any issues. After the funeral, He confronted me about the divorce, but with the help of the relatives who were present, I managed to silence Alan. We went to the city hall together and submitted the divorce papers, and we got divorced. As for her money that he had been talking about, there was no significant inheritance to speak of, especially considering that he had been begging for money. Additionally, he had to pay me alimony, and he broke up with his affair partner. Now, he lives a difficult life. After the divorce from him, I enjoy my independent life. I regularly visit my ex-mother-in-law's grave, reporting on my current situation and cleaning the grave. Even though I divorced him, his mom is still an important mother to me, so I will continue to live without forgetting that.